Hello, Tyler and Charleen and my other subscribers. Or so I'm just responding to these two guys. They want to know what I did, or you guys want to know what I did. Um, Welcome to my tiny channel. Firstly, so I did a lot of different things. Just I think the things that really moved the needle before I got started. I don't know if the stuff I'm about to get to that really did the final healing that really brought me home would have worked without it. So I'll just mention it, sort of the honorable mentions. Would have been mold remediation, which in my case was easy. It was just a wall unit AC. Cleaned that, or I got a new one, and I fogged with enzymes from US Enzyme. It was easy. Enzymes were like $100 or whatever. And then my doctor gave me a couple of nasal sprays, Silver EDTA, and um, itraconazole from a compounding pharmacy. You can PM me, that's fine, or I can try and get. I don't want to give you the doctor information on the YouTube channel or in like Facebook or anything, but if you PM me, that's cool. So he said that I wasn't going to be able to get, I probably wouldn't get better if I didn't deal with the mold. I took a Great Plains mold test and it was high in stigmatic toxin. So we did sort of his general protocol for that. Took a lot of binders. I did not feel hardly any better. I had all the same symptoms, burning hands and feet, um, heavy joint pain, and fatigue and insomnia. So, but I took his word for it because I like this doctor quite a bit. So when I was done with that, um, I kind of did some chelation before and after. That is my story. Really, is I was poisoned with a large dose of thallium. It's a heavy metal thallium, um, but we got a lot of it out with that doctor, but I remained all effed up. So that's when I went on to the mold. Um, After the mold, we kind of figured it was Lyme or something like Lyme disease. I don't really even care what it was, but it seemed to mimic Lyme. Let's say it was Lyme. Um, and the doctor was open minded, and I asked him if we could do, so this would be, I guess, the second protocol, the Will Weigman protocol. Um, and that though I felt a lot of promise, and Will Weigman will actually talk to you directly. You can PM him. He's a nice guy. Like, as long as you don't like overdo it, he'll keep in touch. Um, Anyways, he kind of talked me through his protocol. He sent me the stuff, and I followed it as best I could. I needed a couple of scripts from my doctor to do it, and I was hopeful, as I was like literally probably 10 other protocols before, that I was going to move the needle, and nothing was happening. And then I came across, shoot, this guy, Ricky Wilson, and he just told me how I got better. So I would say this is like the, the sort of the magic protocol that you need to combine. And that was just, I don't remember what he calls it. It's really reframing, um, similar to something called cognitive behavior therapy, which is a really good way for to alleviate depression. It's just some paper exercises, the CBT. Um, what is that book? Well, it's not that important because Ricky Wilson's style is what really helped. I did a little bit of CBT. Um, so I did an interview with Ricky Wilson. I'll link it in here. And his whole thing was, well, when I have joint pain, I don't have to, It's just a way of thinking about things like joint pain. Yeah, my joints hurt. That is inflammation, and that really is your body's response, and it is a healing response. And you very well could be healing, right? So he kind of, he would reframe that as, well, I'm healing, you know, um, and the fatigue. Well, then I'm going to rest. I need to rest more, and you just kind of give it sort of not even a positive spin, a pragmatic spin, because it's true. When you're sleeping, you're resting, and you are healing, and you are recuperating. But watch the Ricky Wilson thing that I'll link below, and he had kind of his way of doing it was worked just fine for me. And when I started to do that, uh, I just started to feel better. And I don't believe that it was a mind over matter thing for 1 second. And I don't think it was a meditation thing, because it certainly wasn't. And I don't think it was even that hard, because it wasn't. It was pretty easy. It was a matter of getting the mind out of this panic state. Because I'm like, well, how am I going to get back to work? My savings isn't going to last forever. Social Security is not going to pay out forever. You know, they, so it just works. When the mind is not spending a ton of energy and in panic mode and conservation mode, suddenly there is room to heal. And while I was doing the Will Weigman protocol, and I don't for a second say that that wasn't doing some heavy lifting. It was, and I also believe the mold, a little journey I did some heavy lifting, and the herbs in the past, they definitely helped, but they would never really stick, and they would never get me all the way, So that's it. I'd say the Will Weigman protocol when you're ready for it, if you don't have a mold issue, and the Ricky Wilson stuff, which was like a freaking piece of cake. Yeah, when you're ready for that, when you think you've got the groundwork ready, I think you're going to join me. I'm just back to being 49 again. I swear I was probably in my 80s. Everything freaking hurt all the time. So, yeah, Tyler, Charlene, you can PM me. That's totally cool. I could get you my phone number if you want to call. I prefer it. It's just easier to talk. Maybe I'll do an interview with you guys when you're healed. That would be nice. There's not a lot of people on this channel. It's just kind of something I started when I needed something more to do than sit in the couch in pain. So, all right, guys. Keep in touch. Best of luck. Watch the Ricky Wilson. It'll be in the description. All right, talk to you later. Bye.